One thing that hampered Newcastle United in the previous summer transfer window was, of course, FFP. A huge talking point. Newcastle United as a club wanted to bring in players, wanted to spend a lot of money, but are hampered because of the previous owner and the lack of revenue coming into the club. Newcastle United have now decided to do something about that, so we'll take a look at that. Also, a previous player on the radar was, of course, Kvaratskhelia at Napoli. He is on the radar again, but I have a feeling it might be very difficult to bring him in. Fabian Schar should be available for the Chelsea game, and Ruben Neves, he is expected to stay after all this time in Saudi. So let's take a look at everything on the Daily News. Hi everybody, I'm Paul. Welcome back to the Toon Review YouTube channel and of course the Daily News. Thank you so much for tuning in. As usual guys, if you do enjoy the show today, please do give it the thumbs up. Keep those likes coming in on the channel. And of course, if you're new and you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and come and be part of this incredible community. It is free to do so, but don't forget to hit that notification bell which will let you know when we schedule our live shows or we upload any recorded videos such as this. So thank you very much in advance for that guys. Right, first story is of course the FFP move. Now, as I said in the intro there, Newcastle United badly hampered by FFP in the summer transfer window. They wanted to spend a lot more money than they did, of course, and bring in some quality players. But, of course, they were hampered all the way through by FFP. And this has become a very big talking point at the club, of course. The lack of investment in the football club before these owners came in. Under Mike Ashley, he did everything on the cheap. The investment into the club, the money coming in was very, very poor because he was thinking more of his own business than anything else to do with Newcastle United. And these new owners have come in and realised that because of the lack of money coming into the football club, it hampers them in spending money. Yes, we can sell players, but FFP is also judged on revenue coming into the club. And there simply hasn't been enough for us to warrant spending money. And of course, that would end up breaking FFP rules. And we don't want to do that because we know we're going to be scrutinised more than any other club if we put a foot outside the line, so to speak. So what Newcastle are doing is they're now searching for a head of partnership development. Now, whoever this guy is that's going to come in will be working very, very closely with Jonathan Kane, who is the Director of Partnerships. He came in from Liverpool not very long ago. And this was all spearheaded to bring in more revenue to the football club. And that's exactly what is happening now with this new recruit, whoever it may be. Newcastle have said that obviously they will have to pitch and present high-quality, bespoke propositions. And when we say high quality, this means high quality. It doesn't mean just going to any little business here and there and bringing in a few quid every month. These are going to be mammoth deals. We've already seen a huge deal with SHER, of course, the shirt sponsorships, Noon on the side of the shirts. Of course, Adidas coming back to the club, which is a fabulous thing for everybody to do in Newcastle United. We can't wait to see what they do with the kits and stuff from next season. So they are developing, they are bringing in more money, there's no doubt about that, but they want even more. They want to cover their backs for FFP. They want to make sure that we have the kind of financial income that the likes of Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, those type of clubs, we want to be on the same playing level as them. And if we can get to that level, then that will open up doors left, right and centre for us to spend more money on players in transfer windows, which is hampering us at the moment, of course, and that is clear as day with the injuries we've got at the moment and the squad down to the bare minimum. Sometimes you might say, well, the quality's not there. Yes, these players have stepped up brilliantly, the ones that have come in and covered for the injuries, but we are hampered by FFP. There is no doubt about that to bring in the quality that we need so that we can replace quality with quality if needed. And we haven't got that at the moment. So I think this is a brilliant move for Newcastle United. They want this guy to secure high-value deals to boost revenue coming into the football club, which is exactly what the likes of Chelsea do, the Manchester Uniteds, the Man Cities of the world, because they have a global brand, and we know that Newcastle United want to have that global brand as well. And hopefully with this new recruit, they will get that global brand very, very soon. It will take time, obviously, to start developing partnerships with various other companies and putting the propositions out there to come into the football club. So whoever's going to be this guy is going to have a hell of a responsibility on his shoulders. So Newcastle United will want the very best No doubt about that. They will want the very best coming into this football club. And hopefully we'll see the fruition of that in a year or two's time, where we stop worrying about FFP because we've got a fantastic income coming into the football club. Now, one player that Newcastle United have certainly been interested in over the last couple of years, ever since the takeover really, is Kvaratskhelia at Napoli, of course. Now, Napoli want to keep him. Let's make that plain and obvious. They do not want to lose a player of his quality. However, there is a lot of interest coming in from various clubs in the Premier League and around Europe. For instance, Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea are all interested in this guy, as well as Newcastle United. Now, Newcastle United have made it known that they are very interested in Kvaratskhelia. They have sent scouts out to watch him play for Georgia against Spain recently, and the club have confirmed that. So that there is no doubt that there is interest there. But it's whether Napoli will be willing to sell. Now, at the moment, the reports are that Napoli are trying to get Kvaratskhelia to sign a new contract and extend his stay at Napoli. They really don't want to lose him. They understand, though, that they can also get an awful lot of money for this guy. And, you know, it's not just Premier League clubs that are interested in him. You've got the likes of PSG, Bayern Munich, and the two Spanish giants, Real Madrid and Barcelona, all on his radar as well. So this is huge for Newcastle United, because if we are really thoroughly interested in him and we want to go and try and buy this guy, then we are going to go up against the very best clubs, not only in the Premier League, but in Europe for his signature. Now, this will tell us where the club are and where the ambition of the club is as to how they put this to the player himself. We have got to go to Kvaratskhelia and say, right, this is our ambition. This is where we're going to be. This is what we want from you. He's going to be a massive player at the football club, obviously. Probably one of the highest paid, if not the highest. It's very exciting because they haven't let go of this, Newcastle. You know, we've been interested in him for a couple of transfer windows now, and now it seems we're interested in him again. So maybe he's not get too excited, because he may end up just staying at Napoli and signing a new deal. But the rumours are that he does want to challenge himself in another league, so that could well be the Premier League. I'm not sure the Bundesliga would be a big pull for him. Certainly La Liga probably would. We know what Barcelona and Real Madrid are like. They have that pulling power that we don't have at the moment, but we're going against the very best, and that's where we want to be. We want to be challenging the very best clubs for these players, and it will give us an understanding of where we're at in the world at the moment. But is Kvaratskhelia somebody that would excite you? Because he certainly does me. I would love to see him at Newcastle United. We've covered him on a couple of transfer shows in the past. This guy is a serious, serious talent. But let me know in the comments what you think. Fabian Schar has proved to be an absolute diamond for Newcastle United this season. And certainly, without the injured Sven Botman, he has really stepped up to the plate alongside Jamal Lascelles. They've done really, really well. Schar has been nothing short of magnificent this season. The odd bad game here and there, but you know that's understandable. You can't be on peak form every single game you play. But this guy has been magnificent for Newcastle United, and just proves how dopey the previous regime was not playing this guy. Of course, nearly leaving the club, etc. But that's all water under the bridge. Fabian Schar is a monster for Newcastle, and a top centre-back. Now, the Bournemouth game was a poor game for a lot of reasons, because we were fatigued, we weren't very good. It was an awful night for Newcastle, let's be honest. And he did suffer a little bit of an injury. Now, he did go on international duty with Switzerland. However, Newcastle United have praised the way that the Swiss have looked after him while he's been away. He was left out completely of the first game, not even on this. I think he might have been a subs bench, but he didn't play. So he didn't spend any time on the pitch. Tonight they play Romania. Now, I'm not sure whether he'll be in the squad or on the bench again. But it looks, Switzerland have said that he is fully fit now. So he should be available for the Chelsea game, depending on what happens against Romania tonight. But either way, it's great news, because it looks like Miggy's going to be fit as well for the game against Chelsea. And boy, do we need these guys. We need these guys back. We need these guys fit and healthy and performing well for Newcastle, just to keep us going. You know, the Bournemouth game is gone now. It was awful. It was, for whatever reason, it was dreadful, but it's gone now. And we need to concentrate on Chelsea on Saturday. And hopefully, like I say, Fabian Schar and Miggy should be fit for the game. And finally, the saga that has been Ruben Neves still goes on. Of course, we've got that vote today to see if players that are owned by the same owners can loan players between those clubs. That will take place later on today as I record this. But Ruben Neves, his club say that he's expected to stay in Saudi. They have said that there is no approaches, there's no offers, there's no talks taking place for any loans or permanent transfers. So they fully expect Neves to stay in Saudi. Now, for me, I'm not sure, because we have to wait and see how this vote goes first. And, you know, there's no point Newcastle United negotiating with any team, despite who owns them, etc. There's no point doing that until they know what the result of this vote is going to be. Because it would be a moot point, wouldn't it? It would be pointless doing anything. So Newcastle have got to be careful themselves. Of course, Neves has expressed his interest in playing for Newcastle. Eddie Howe has said many, many times that he's a big admirer of Ruben Neves. So I think if this vote doesn't go through, Newcastle United will go in for Neves. I think the loan option is a perfect scenario for Newcastle United. Whether it's a loan with a view to buy, who knows? But certainly the way things have gone this season with, you know, the injuries and, of course, losing Tonali to the ban, it would be a very, very sensible move for Newcastle. Premier League experience, excellent footballer, and a very, very, very good addition to the squad would Ruben Neves be. So I expect to see Newcastle go for him if the result of this vote goes our way. It's very hard to tell how the vote is going to go. There was a lot of different reports today saying that it's very, very close. So we'll have to wait and see. But we will bring you news on that live tonight at 7 o'clock. We do have a Newcastle United latest news show where we'll be touching on that vote. We'll also be talking about how players have done on international duty, what the injury situation is, and we'll start ramping up, of course, the interest in the game on Saturday against Chelsea. So Neves expected to stay. I'm not so sure, but we'll have to wait and see. But thank you very much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed the show, please, as usual, give it the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, come and be part of this incredible community by hitting that subscribe button, which is free to do so, and also the notification bell, which will let you know when we schedule our live shows or we upload any videos such as this. But in the meantime, guys, have a fantastic day. See you soon. Take care.